Why is it that when power gets into the hands of a black man, the next thing that comes to his mind is to amass wealth for himself? Like,
if like sleep.
All his selfish instincts will just arise. Myself. You know, that's actually the same problem with our governments. Like, that's the problem with our leaders, our African leaders. The moment they get into power, as a matter of fact, it starts from the least person, the average man in the average African man in the African society. Once he gets the slightest power, the first thing he wants to do is just myself, for me. Why is it like that? Hello guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Kiwi Show. It's your favorite girl, Jessie Butchers, and I am back with another interesting gist. You know, I always promise you that I bring you nothing but the best to this platform. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, before we move any further, before I continue my gist that I'm about to drop, how about you click the like button? Do not forget to subscribe and of course share to your friends. Why? You're asking why should you do that? Why should you even click the like button? It's simple. It's because we bring you nothing but the best. Alright guys, so you see a video is about to drop. Alright, on Honest Bunch podcast, an interview with Dennis Igweh, a former member of the Nigerian comedy team. And initially he had released a video lamenting, about how poorly he has been treated in, his business arrangement with his partner. And before you know what was happening, more videos surfaced online of, evidences to back his claim, evidences of contracts to back his claim. Now, this video that is about to drop, it was a 1-minute trailer, but a lot was said, and there's some things we picked from that video that I really want to talk about. I really want to share with you guys.
Actually, I was the one that started Nigerian comedy. I was an orphan. Mark was the elder brother of the house. He's a security in Kilimanjaro, GRA, Port Harcourt. I do camera work I was learning camera. There's a man codifying. So I stole the camera. On our own free time, I would do those comedy. So Mark's okay, let us create a Facebook page, and I said okay. So I don't even know when it was monetized or anything. So I just keep doing this stuff. So suddenly, 2014, he bought a car. I said, how did you even get money to buy a car? He said somebody gave it to him. I said, okay, fine. And the thing is, I've not received 1,000 since that time, because so he started paying like 20,000 every month. We were poor, so the parents were just people staying in a bacha. And this Emmanuella is just, so they don't even know the value. Nobody knows what this thing is just bringing. 2016 was the first time he gave me 50,000 naira. He said, okay, just hold this one. I know this they bring money. A ratio of what you guys make every month, and we're making $160,000 then. No,
Jesus.
So see, the only person that can talk about him now is me, because why? Me, I'm an orphan. He can't kill me. People say if you talk about him, you die. I was scared. Because he will just finish you. That is the truth. How it will happen? If you have a problem with him, it's either you die or you have accident. I don't know if you heard when they say Emmanuella built a house. Emmanuella built a house for the family, which Emmanuella don't even know how much is blocked. I met Emmanuella, that was last month. When you hear Emmanuella post anything, Emmanuella cannot post anything. Emmanuella is living in Mark's house, even till now.
He manages it and handles it.
Now he get the Instagram, TikTok, everything. Emmanuella no get will of her own now. The phone women they use, no, they logged into those accounts.
Now you call him Mackenzie.
Now me call him that Mackenzie when they answer today. So when they put Emmanuella, even the sausage they in house too. So the two girls they in house with a lot of boys, and those girls don't grow. See, me I'm speaking up for them because right now Emmanuella cannot speak up for herself. You are the first people to get YouTube award, even when they bring the award of 1 million views, 1 million
subscribers.
I said, how do people give award? They don't give money. He said that thing no be, and he said YouTube self he won't even stop the thing. He said the thing they do.
Before you agree to go into anything whatsoever with anybody, be it business, be it show, be it any business of any sort, before you get into that thing with that person, whether you trust the person or not, do your findings. Make research about that, that activity. If it is like social media, if you're going to open an Instagram together, if you're going to open a YouTube account together, or if you're going to go into some normal, like maybe a physical business together, do your findings. How much that business is worth. How much that business can actually give you back. Do you understand? What are the pros and cons of this particular business? Do your findings on your own. Know if it is something that you can be able to, be consistent with. Something that you can cope with at the long run. It's not if you start today, tomorrow you lose vibe. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So check yourself very well. You have to be thorough. Whether you trust the person or not, be intentional. All right? You don't get yourself into something as disheartening as, what we're already hearing. All right? I mean, look, people change. No matter how much you trust somebody, you'd be surprised what the advent of money, like money coming into the picture, you'd be surprised what they can actually do. I tell you the very truth. So you have to be cautious. There has to be a contract. You must sign a contract. All right. That is after you have done your findings, you talk it out with your partner, and then you guys come to an agreement. Sign a contract. Or the very important. It is actually very important. So you avoid had I known in the future, whether it's your husband, whether it's your brother, your twin brother. In fact, let it be your conjoined twin. That's as in you people are twins, and his neck is coming out from the other part of you people are sharing a body. Sign a contract. I'm telling you now. So guys, but really, this is to avoid future mishaps. Okay, you guys, you have to be thorough in whatever it is you're doing and in your dealings with people. Now, from the tone of this young man, this Dennis Igweh guy, from his tone on that interview, from the little we could get from the interview, we could see that he sounded really sad and felt like someone who has been cheated. All right, listen, you know how we do this thing here on the QE show, right? We like to check balance. Always flip the other side of the coin, okay? Always flip you need to balance things. Now, when he found out, so at what point did he start feeling cheated in that whole arrangement? And how did he react to it at first? These are some of the questions you should ask, you get. So you started feeling cheated. You and this person, you guys started this thing. He called you, how far come, maybe we run this thing. So let's understand that it was his initiative, all right? Let's just assume that this whole thing was his initiative, because the program is called Mark Angel Comedy, so it's like his comedy. Do you understand? Automatically means that it is his idea. The whole thing is his idea, okay? And then he brings people into it. Come, let's make this thing work. You get. Now, the little fame that you have, that your name is recognizable, like your name sounds familiar to people, that people recognize you a bit because they have seen you somewhere. This guy contributed to your success. Okay? People should calm down. Calm down. Don't chop my neck first. Now see, he somehow has contributed to your success. You cannot tell me for the period you people worked together, it was only evil that he was doing to you. No. So, if he was your paddy, because he sounds like someone who is sad and feels betrayed, so that means there's a level of love existing between them already. They have a relationship. So if you feel this person had wronged you, how did you react to it? Did you call him out, personally, confront him? Yo, what's up? How far? How this thing they be? Tell me this thing well, really arrange them well. I don't know if you understand. Talk to your guy to guy, man to man, brother to brother, you understand? Sister to sister, or whatever it is. You call your paddy. So you call him and you try to talk to him. Because these days, people just quickly run to social media. Now, there is a platform called social media. So he believes that once I come out first and drag him online, everybody's going to believe. Because that's usually how it is on social media. Once you're the first person to come out, people give you attention. People tend to listen to your own side of the story because you're the first person that came out to say that. I mean, if you check the previous records, it's usually the first to run out and complain and cry that people listen to. They may not really want to hear the other part of the story, of the other person's side of the story, or they'll start finding loopholes in that person's story. But then when you're listening to people's stories, when you're paying attention to people, try to be open-minded. Don't let sentiment and bias make you miss important things, okay? So why am I saying this? Now, nobody paints themselves in a bad way. If I'm going to cry and complain to you that somebody did something to me, I am not going to tell you what I did to that person. Sometimes it doesn't even happen intentionally. It's not like you're intentionally trying to hide your bad side, because you're already convinced that you're a good person. I'm talking about humans in general now. Nobody is going to tell you the bad thing they did. That's what I'm trying to point out. So everybody tries to paint themselves in a positive light. You are complaining about somebody that you were very close to, and now you're trying to make the person look like a devil. Okay? But the times you were with him, there were good things like he did at some point. Not so. Will you cancel out all those good things, or say that all those good things are completely worthless because maybe according to you it doesn't seem like much? Because he mentioned in that reel, I was able to pick from that reel that there was one time when Mark gave him 50,000, all right, and was like, we don't really make much in this business and stuff. I'm gonna get into that detail later on, but I just want to use it as a brief example for now. All right, so when he made mention of that, it cannot just be only once in their entire career that Mark might have given him money. Maybe the money is chicken change compared to what they were actually making. Yes, maybe. But I feel like if you had already established that kind of bond or relationship with the person, it wouldn't be cool for you to just come out and start blasting him on social media if you did not try to talk to him privately. So I'm not trying to call the young man a liar or try to say that whatever it is he's about to drop is a lie. I'm just saying that before he came out to social media, I hope he had already tried talking to him privately, because it won't be cool if he just jumped out to social media and is like, hey, see what Mark is doing to me. I don't know if you guys get where I'm coming from. Now, I want us to see some things, because when I watched that umbrella. So I was able to pick a few things that Dennison said that might actually be very sizzling, interesting topics on the main show itself. Now, he mentioned that Mark controls everything. When I mean everything, I mean down to the social media accounts, everything, the whole money that comes into the Mark's it. So he says Mark controls everything. He said he accused Mark of not being, honest with how much they were earning from their whole gigs, from all their contents and all that. Claimed that there was, back then when they started, that they were earning, I don't know whether it was from Facebook or this was a social media handle, all right? That social media was giving them $160,000 something. I think it was $1,000 or thereabouts. I think that was the figure. So he was saying as at then, that's how much that social media was paying them. But Mark was like behaving as if nothing they enter. He bought a car. He said Mark bought a car, and when he asked him, how did you get the money to buy the car? He was like, oh no, somebody gave him. So he has accused Mark of dishonesty. All right. And then he also stated that you cannot have a problem with him and go unscathed. Now, he gave some examples that I know you cannot have a problem with him. And I quote, he was like, if you have a problem with him, you either get into an accident or maybe something bad will happen to you, but he cannot do anything to him because he's an orphan. He mentioned that. This is actually going to be a very interesting topic, so you guys should just look out, because I am going to be making another video, all right, concerning this particular topic when we have the full gist. Okay, now another thing he said was that this was a claim that he was the one who gave Mark Angel his alias. That's the name. Mark Angel was the one. Naim Dua. Now guys, let's go to the Beningin. One of the first things he claimed was that Mark controls everything. So guys, here's the thing. Like I mentioned before earlier on in this video, Mark is like the Alga. Do you understand? Because their content is Mark Angel comedy. Okay? Now Mark Angel, everybody been study first. You get, even though Emmanuella was very, very popular. Emmanuella was like the star of the show. You understand? Emmanuella was like the star of the show. And there was, back then I used to wonder why this thing is even called Mark Angel comedy, because everybody knows it's Emmanuella. That Emmanuella was sabi this thing. Why is it even Mark Angel? Some people were like of the opinion that maybe they're siblings. Mark Angel is her older brother, or maybe he's her cousin. You understand? So even Dennis Igweh himself was also like a very popular person on that show. People were eager to watch them back then. I was. What am I saying? Let me use this example. Let me give you guys this example. I don't know if you've seen or heard of artists that just leave their record label in the name of they are mistreating them, or they are misusing them, or overusing them, blah, blah, blah. And they leave their record label. Now, here's the thing. Gratitude is important. Do you understand? You cannot cancel out somebody's 99 good because of one bad. People do that. I mean, that's a thing, but I don't think it's cool personally. Now, unless true, because I'm not in your shoes, I don't know where it pinches. Unless true, the record label is not fulfilling its duties to you, then no one, you can go, you can leave. But sometimes when you really check it, it's just greed that is worrying some people. You feel, now I'm not saying it's not impossible for greed to be worrying the record labels. Yes, greed can work because we're all human beings, do you understand? But now, you look at somebody who has contributed greatly to your success. This person sponsored, like they did everything they could, marketing, they took care of everything for your music, and you got to the top. But because you feel maybe the money part, when it comes to the money part, is too small for you. Let me say the record label is taking like 80% and you're left to 20%. All right. So you start to feel bad. You start to feel you should get more because it's your voice, it's your intellectual property, dadani. But you saw the contract before you signed it. No be so. So is it because you're now seeing the numbers of what you are earning? Like you're now seeing the numbers. You now feel, last, that money will touch you. That money that you feel is that 80% you feel belongs to the record label. Somehow it's gonna still fall back on you, because they will eventually have to use it to invest in you, to keep growing you, to keep pushing you out there. Now, when they don't now do that, that's when it is bad. So people can be selfish and greedy sometimes, and they misappropriate funds. Yes, we know that. But sometimes you just need to check yourself. Check very well. Everybody's right in their own stand. Everybody's right in their own world. I'm telling you the truth. Whenever you see issues like this, the record label has their flaws, and they still have the things that they are innocent of. That's when it comes to the accusations of the artists. And when it comes to the artists too, yes, he's right in some areas and he's wrong in some areas. Sometimes it's just better off you guys just find a level ground and agree on something than come online and make a mess of yourselves. That's my humble opinion. And that's why I said, are you sure this guy had spoken to Mark personally before coming out here to, like, blast him? Like, you're complaining that he's in charge of everything, you people, your social media accounts and everything. I'm not supporting that he should be in control and withhold every single fund to himself and give chicken change to his people. No. But if you think about it, who should actually be in charge? The boss. The boss should be in charge. I'm not supporting. Calm down before you chop my neck. I'm not supporting any bad person. Do you understand? I'm not supporting greed. But now the point is, you can't be complaining. If he's misappropriating, that's the one that is bad. Misappropriating funds is bad. But like, you can't be complaining that your oga is being your oga. Unless you had agreed from the get-go that you guys are partners. Nobody is bossing anybody. That you people are partners. That's why I asked, at what point did you start feeling cheated? When did you actually start feeling like this guy is cheating you? And when you did you stay? Because you staying means that you're condoning the cheating. Do you understand? So if there was an arrangement from the get-go that people are just partners, nobody's bossing anybody, then hey, that's the problem. But if it was like you guys actually respected him or made him, like, agreed with the whole him being in charge from the onset, why are you complaining now? What is the special thing that happened that made you come out now to complain? That is what I'm trying to point out. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, guys. I am not in any way supporting greed or, using people and their intellectual property without compensating them properly for it. I will never be a fan of that, okay? Now, while we are at this particular topic, what are the chances that, because you cannot keep throwing stones at somebody and you don't expect them to react. Do you understand? Like I said, there's been a previous video that he shot that made people like say, oh, Honest Bunch, you invite this guy, make me hear his story. You understand? After that first video, there's been other videos, like videos of contract that was signed stating how much Mark had paid, and all that. So like what I'm trying to say is that there have been videos and things blasting Mark Angel himself. The truth is, we all know that Mark is now a big boy, you understand? So is he going to keep quiet? Because there was this rumor that Emmanuella, actually kind of like trended. Emmanuella built a house for her people, for her parents. All right, she built a house. But now some people are coming to like say it's not true, it's celebrity make believe, dadani, okay, that she didn't actually do anything. As a matter of fact, Emmanuella has nothing, and Mark is the one who is hoarding everything to himself. He only pays Emmanuella 20,000 every month. Oh, as at then, we're not sure about how much he's paying her now. Okay, and the point is that Emmanuella is being exploited. From what we were able to get from Igweh's comment in that short trailer. Emmanuella, he's speaking for Emmanuella. I'm quoting him, saying he's speaking for Emmanuella because she cannot speak for herself at the moment, given the current circumstances. So now my question is, what are the chances that Mark Angel himself is going to file a lawsuit? I mean, that's what has been trending now. Any small thing, I will sue you. My lawyers will give you a call. Any small thing, I will sue you. Sophia sued Davido sued Sophia, and Sophia responded right back with suing things. Dakore sued Gislover. Kayode has sued his wife, that's Pastor Toby. So there's just a whole, even Pastor Fufeng sued Very Dark Man. Like, everybody is just, lawsuit is just flying these days. So like, this is the era of lawsuits. So what are the chances that Mark Angel might actually file a lawsuit against Dennison, like for defamation? Now the one way they trend now. So like, if he come out, sue Dennison for defamation of character. Anyways, this is just like a question. What are the possibilities? What are the chances that he might actually do that? The truth of the matter is we don't know how he's going to react to this whole thing, but we're looking, we're watching. He hasn't said anything so far. I'm always going to be an advocate of try to settle things in your closet with your people. Don't bring it out to the public and give people the power to have an opinion in your personal life. I've always been an advocate of that. I really, really wish people can just sit down sometimes, especially these popular people, especially these celebrities. I wish they can just like calm down and understand that their matter is their matter. Sit in your house or have a private meeting with that person you're having an issue with. You mustn't come out to social media, really. God. Popularity and fame is a sickness. Sometimes it is a curse, sometimes it's a blessing, because the need to trend will always be there. You trending kind of like gives you some sort of advantage. So I believe maybe that's why most of the celebrities always want to be out there, even for the wrong reasons. Sad. Honestly, it's really sad. Now, let's assume that everything that Dennison is about to say on this show is true. Picture it. True. Mackenzie no try for this guy. He was just using him until he left. Think about it. How would you react to that kind of betrayal? Let's say these two were actually very close. Alright, we don't know how close they were. How would you suggest that somebody should handle that kind of betrayal? Do you think he's going about it the right way? Do you think coming out to talk about it and tell everyone what Mark has done to him, do you think that's that he's towing in the right direction? Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about this video. I'm gonna be making, like I said before, I'm gonna make another one with more detailed information, you understand? The bottom line of this video, what I am trying to pass across to you guys in this video, is the fact that as our hearts are actually reaching out, I want us to be open-minded. We Kiwi family, I need us to be open. That's what we do here on the show. You need to be open-minded. As our hearts are reaching out to Dennis and we're all, hey, try, it's not fair. Mark, did you do this? It's not fair. As we're all feeling that way for the young man, also know that there's a possibility that everything that he's about to say may not actually be 100% accurate, okay? Because somebody that you're calling a devil is someone else's angel. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to say nobody is outrightly evil. Everybody is just being too good to themselves. That's just the simple truth. Nobody's actually bad. You're just extremely good to yourself, if you think about it. While we're giving our support to the young man who might have been badly treated by Mackenzie, also know that there are some things that he may not have gotten right on his own end that has made him have this, rift with Mark Angel himself. So guys, I want us to stay tuned. This topic has not ended yet. I want to know what you think. I want to have your thoughts in the comment section. I will be reading. And if you've been watching this video, if you liked this particular video, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to share to your friends, and of course, subscribe. All right guys, until next time when I will come back with the part 2 of this particular gist. Stay tuned though, turn on your notifications because it's going to be dropping real soon. So until that happens, I'm going to wrap up the show right here, right now. And this has been your favorite girl, Jessie Rogers, here on The Kiwi Show. Until next time, it's bye-bye.